This is going to be a bit of a thank you video to all the subscribers that have subscribed so far. At the same time, I thought we'd just take you around the yard as it is now and show you a little bit of all the cows. All the cows and calves are in. There is only one group of cows left out, and they are the young heifers due to calve this year. Now they're left out, they're on some nice dry ground, and they're left out because they're a little bit too big to come in at the moment. So they're going to be left out for a little while longer yet, and we will bring them in once they've lost a bit of condition. We want them to be a little bit thinner. We don't want fat cows to have calves. Because they're young cows, they need to be in top condition when they're having calves. If they're too big and carrying too much weight, you can start having problems in calving. So they've been left out. They're going to be left out a little while yet, and they will come in soon though, most likely around Christmas time. And if things get, if things get too bad out on the fields, then they'll come in a little bit before that. You can see the yard here. We've got all three sheds. This shed's now cleaned out. We've got the back shed over here cleaned out, and the far shed here. All cow sheds, and at the moment the cows and calves are sharing all of them. We did have them set between the two sheds here and the outside space, and we saw the other morning, we'll go and find him while we're chatting. We found one of the calves not doing so well, so we had to give him some Engermycin, and the temperature at the moment is quite warm, and when you've got a lot of cows and calves together, you can get problems with pneumonia. So we noticed the other day, I don't know where he is now, he's doing a lot better. We've had to give him a shot of Engermycin, which is basically some antibiotics to get him right again, and he's doing a lot better actually. I don't know where he is. So as soon as we spotted that, we knew we had the cow and calves were a bit too thick within these two sheds, this one here, this one here. So what we've done, opened up the back shed there, and they can all walk through there as they please then, and just spreads them out so they're not as thick. What's going to happen in the next few days is we will wean the calves off the cows, which means we'll take the calves away. Then the cows will start to dry up, so they'll lose their milk. We've got to get them right for calving in January. We'll feed them a little bit differently, so they won't have such rich diets. When they've got calves taking milk off them, they need to have a nice supply of food. So what we'll probably feed them is barley straw for most of the week, and then hay after that. And that's just to dry them up and get them ready for calving season in January. So all the young calves, and it happens every year, we take the calves away and there's a lot of singing and dancing from the cows and the calves, but it happens every year. We've got to do it because all the cows are pregnant now, and we need to get them dried up. This young man here, we'll just follow him around, let him settle down, but it's quite easy to spot these guys. They're usually last to come out the shed. Peter spotted him. Ears were down, breathing heavy. So straight away farmer had him in, gave him a shot of Engermycin, which is a long-acting penicillin, which did brighten him up, and his ears are starting to come up. They were right down, you could see he wasn't very well. But he's been at the troughs. We've been keeping an eye on him for a few days now. Yesterday we did give him a little top up, but you can just, if you look at him closely, you can see he's not quite right. His ears are only halfway up, but he's looking a lot brighter than he was. And it's just where they get hot during the day, they start sweating in the sheds, then the night comes and all the water that's laid on top of them then gives them pneumonia, because then they get too cold overnight. So what we had to do, we opened the other shed up straight away, just give them a little bit more space between each other, because when you get a lot of cattle in one shed, all the heat rises up and the shed gets actually warm, and they'll all start sweating. So but they're going to come in, and you'll see this in the next couple of days. They're going to come in and we'll shave. First we'll wean them all, and then on a separate video we'll be giving them some wormer, giving them maybe some vaccinations, and Look at him, he's fine. He's chewing his tail. He's much brighter today though. He was running around the shed this morning, in at the food, in at the silage. We got to get him, basically we got to get him, take the top layer of fur off the backs so it can evaporate nice and easy out of the sheds. And usually it's cooler than this time of year because the temperature's a little bit up there at the moment. That's what will be going on soon. And yeah, it's going to be a lot more cattle sheds and stuff like that because that's the time of year. The cows are back in. And it's about looking after these guys and calving the next group of cows and yeah, keeping them fit and healthy and getting them big and strong for the next year. Anyway, 10,000 subscribers. How crazy is that? You guys are mental. I can't believe that. Yeah, I wanted to say thank you from everybody here at Four Winds Farm. Anyone who's subscribed, thank you very much. It's a crazy deal that. Yeah, we never ever expected to get anywhere near that sort of number. These videos were only, at the start, they were only ways for us to look back on what we were doing at the time in future, you know. But as it's got more and more popular, everyone's got more and more into it. Nobody really wanted to do it at the start, it was only me. But I always knew that this farm had a real good potential for making good content because you know, the farm does a lot of different things. They're haymaking, they've got arable fields, they do beef cattle. There's a lot of content there and there's a lot of information people can learn from these guys here. You're probably wondering where I came from and how it is I became part of the farm as well. And not too long ago, there's some calves here. Now back in February, March time of this year, I was actually a bus driver, driving buses around Oxford for Stagecoach. And I don't, look at these guys. Don't get left out. Oh, brilliant. Look, they got all this shed space, not using it. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Let's go and look at the fat cattle because these guys are going to be going soon. So let's take you into the back shed. These are our big boys. Let's jump in with them. Come on in. They're a bit naughty. You've got to watch yourself in these guys. Ow. Come on. They all want to see what's going on. Got to be a bit careful around these guys. If you get a kick off one of these, you will feel it. They all want to know what's going on when you're in with them. There's a few characters in here. 64 and 801. Two characters. They always come and have a look at you and like to have a bit of a scratch. Here he is, 801. You gonna have a scratch, mate? You probably won't do it. No. Every morning he stood right next to you, won't let you get on. Yeah, when you want to come and have a thing, come on mate. What are we doing? I see you. There's some real nice cattle in here and they're not going to be here much longer. They've all been sold. These guys are all been sold. They're going to go off this week. Farmer got a nice price for them. I won't say what the exact price was, but they made over £1,000 each. So we were quite happy with that. And once they're gone, that's going to give us another shed. So when we wean the calves, all the calves then will come into here. Right, so yeah, I was working for Stagecoach at the start of the year. And then coronavirus came and, you know, it ruined everybody's time. Everybody in the country, everybody in the world got all messed up with that, still going on. Yeah, Stagecoach put me on furlough for 4 months. And at the end of it, the farmer and Lynn did me a massive favour and said, listen, we don't want you going back on the bus. It's a high risk job as it was. You're out in the public all the time. And they've looked after me. They've told me to come and help out on the farm. You know, I am very much a rookie here. I don't know half the amount. I don't know a quarter of the amount these guys know. You know, Keithy and Peter and, you know, the farmer. I'm still learning every day off them. Yeah, they did me a massive favour and they've took me on even though I'm not that experienced. Hello mate. Alright? What are you at? Oi! Back it out. Is that you mate? Is that 64? That's him. This is 64. He's got to come over. He wants you to scratch his head, but at the same time he'll give you a bit bump. If you're not watching him, he'll give you a bump up the backside. He's quite a character, this one. Ain't you, mate? You know, they're quiet cattle, they're nice cattle. All of our cattle are nice. They're good cattle. Ain't you, mate? Yeah, every year you get some characters. Me and young Andrew will take you through the shed and find the characters, because there's, you know, 3 or 4 different cows and calves in every bunch that we always look forward to seeing, and they're little characters you remember at the start. So he's one of them. He always comes for a scratch and a bunt about. That's how it came about that I come to work on the farm. So yeah, I'm really thankful for that, obviously, and you know, and the channel's grown. The channel's grown in under a year. I can't remember when we first started vlogging now. It was only back in March or April. That's when the first vlogs went out. Or no, it was before then, sorry. February, around February time. So we're coming up to a year soon. And 10,000 subscribers in a year, that's not bad, I don't think. That's pretty cool. I can't believe anybody wants to, you know, sit there and watch us do the things that we love doing. But we're going to continue to do that. We're going to continue to take you on our journey with the farm and how it progresses and how it evolves over time. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. You've got to remember I'm trying to work here at the same time as filming, so if the sound quality isn't up to scratch and the editing isn't up to scratch, it's because I have to edit these videos after work, and it takes up all my time doing it, and I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional filmer, I'm not a professional editor. That's definitely not what I am. I do the best I can. That's all I can do. But anyway, thanks for yeah, supporting us through this year. It's been pretty crazy, and we're going to do a video on weaning the cows and the calves. We're going to wean those, and you'll soon hear how noisy it is. You can't hear any noise at the moment, only from the motorway, but once the calves have been weaned, you'll start hearing some noise. Oh, something else that's coming along very soon, check out our hats. We've got some hats coming on. Don't know why I'm pulling that over my eyes. We're gonna have we've got some t-shirts that you can buy as well, and yeah, so keep your eyes on Instagram for that. That'll be coming pretty soon. And yeah, once again, thank you for following us. That's the top and bottom of it. Thanks for all your comments. I read every comment, I read them all, but I don't have much time to answer. I do try and answer some, but lately I've been a bit rubbish with answering comments, but I read every comment, so please send us comments. Also, 25% of you are only subscribed, so that means 75% of people who watch these videos are not subscribed. So get yourself subscribed. We try and make 1-2 videos a week, so yeah, get yourself subscribed. You know, we've got a lot of friends with different farms and different ways of doing things, with different tractors, and we'll have a look at it all as we go on. So yeah, that's it. Thank you again. Right, what are we up to then, guys? Get down, kids. Right, we'll catch you soon. Cheers.